Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just kidding.
Episode 5. I have to say that I am really proud of all of us for sticking it out. And
to our For Real.
Yes, exactly. Our For Real Sisters podcast. So, you know what to do. I'm just kidding. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for all the love and support again. We appreciate that so much. If you haven't already watched our 4th episode, you should definitely do so and then watch this one after, because we, of course, appreciate all the love and support and the feedback and the comments and the likes and the shares and the subscribes. So thank you very much.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Exactly. And remember to click that little bell so you guys get notified every time that we post a video. I would very, 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 very much appreciate that. And these bitches too.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then I won't.
Then we don't appreciate y'all. Just kidding. All right. Well, it is our last fucking podcast for February. So yeah, exactly.
Forever. I was about to say, bruh.
We just started.
The end.
No, but it's the last one. So we made it through the month of February. So
I know we stuck it out with a lot of freaking bumps and swerves and squiggles and zigzags.
Potholes, volcanoes,
Explosions.
earthquakes.
Pebbles in the road.
Exactly.
But we're sticking with it. We're sticking through with it.
Exactly. So the next time that you guys see our 6th episode, we will be in March. So I appreciate that. Again, remember, we do record our videos on Sundays and then we upload every Tuesday. So make sure to stay tuned.
And Isamar's birthday is next month on the 6th.
Exactly.
So show her some love.
Don't tell them how old I am.
35. 35 next month.
35. Exactly. You're such a beautiful 35-year-old. You're just flawless.
I don't even fucking look 35.
Oh, I'm
But you
sorry, but
don't
you
even
mentally
look 20.
18.
I
Okay,
swear to
but
God,
mentally
you don't even look 20.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
I know.
Anyways, yes, my birthday's next month. And oh my God, very soon.
So our next podcast will be your birthday. The next time that we
Oh my
record will be your birthday.
God.
All hungover.
Las mañanitas. Estas
You're right.
They're just kidding.
You're fucking right.
Yeah.
You're fucking right, fool.
Oh my God, guys.
Oh,
Now she's like, fuck.
I did forget my birthday's on Sunday.
So, real quick though, we gotta just like kind of recap your month. How's your guys' month been?
We'll start with you.
Where do I start? It's been tough. Not gonna lie, but for the most part,
I
I'd
like
say
your
it was.
eyeliner.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
You're welcome for
Yeah,
the tip.
for the tips. Spicy. But
I know she forgot the shoulder shrug.
spicy. But this month has been okay for the most part. A lot has happened, especially around the world. It has affected me a little bit, but I said it was pretty decent for the most part.
It was a month of love. And also Black History Month as well.
Yeah,
right?
it was Black History. Yeah, well, it still is.
Yeah, I don't know when it
It
is.
still
I
is.
don't know.
I think.
What's today? I don't know. I'm sorry. What is? Oh no. Well, by the time this uploaded, it will have been.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So happy Black History Month, though. We
Yeah.
never even
Yeah.
mentioned that, so that's big.
What
What about you, Zoe?
For me, I mean, honestly, now it's a blur when you try to like put it all together. This month was pretty challenging, I think, emotionally for me. I mean, in school, obviously, will always be like a big stressor for me. But I feel it was mainly like my emotion wise, it was like really hitting hard. And like obviously, yeah, with the whole war thing going on right now, it's been heavily on my mind. But I mean, I'm sticking through it. I'm still here. You know, gotta keep fucking. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, were you? Yeah.
No, I'm done. Yeah, you go,
Okay. Well, for me, February sucked. I think February has been a really, really tough month. And I think, when I've talked to like coworkers or even like on social media, like from what I've seen, a lot of people have like posted, what the fuck is going on? Because I think a lot of people kind of fell off, or that saying, and I don't even know what the fuck this means, and nobody that I've asked knows what it means, but like when they say Mercury is in retrograde, like
I'm sorry, I was spacing out.
There was some shit that was like, just not like it's off, right?
Yeah.
And so you feel off, and I think that's I feel like just not very well balanced in my life anywhere really. I just kind of feel like everything's off, and I don't like that, and I just think that, and it was like, you know, like when we uploaded the podcast about like Valentine's and like all that kind of stuff, like I was like, oh, February is like the month of love, and like really it just sucked ass. Like there was no
love.
Yeah, I don't feel like there was a lot of
positivity.
or just really like,
at least here within our, you know, our bunch, you know, I don't know about everybody else out
that's
there.
true.
Yeah, I guess for us, yeah.
But I mean, but like I said, like I brought up the social media thing, and it feels like I wasn't the only one who was kind of feeling that like that tension. Just it just was so uneasy, super like it just didn't feel like there was no zen. You know what I'm saying? Like there was just a lot of chaos, and I feel like I felt that internally, and I definitely felt that externally as well. What?
Because you mentioned zen, so we're like,
yeah. Oh. How about you, Ty?
Oh. Well, I mean, I guess pretty much I can just relate to, you know, a little piece of all of you guys or what the fuck you guys said, because February sucked. February really sucked. It was really a difficult month for me. But I'm getting through it, and I feel good about it.
Good.
I feel good, you know, about how I'm moving in life. You know, I just don't like, you know, the situations in life going on, you know, plus, you know, with my kids and shit and the wars. I'm just, my mind's a little bit everywhere, but
same.
I mean, like you guys said, we're sticking through it. We're sticking through it, pulling through it. And you just got to live, you know, day by day.
But another thing, I felt like we all accomplished something like within this month that I felt like that just made us really realize and look outside the box of a lot of the things that we were going through. And especially for Isamar, like you accomplished a lot during this month and last month, and so I just wanted to say that. I'm really proud.
Oh,
thanks,
that's really sweet.
Yeah, like I mean, like for you, like you know, you had your singing thing, and I know you don't want to bring it up or anything, but like, you kicked ass. Like you did something you were scared, but you accomplished it. You know, and you fell through. So I think that's also, you should be recognized for that too.
Yeah, I do feel that. I mean, you did. I mean, you're doing shit that like we didn't, and you like, as much as you say like you have like anxiety or that like you have like you're an introvert, like you really have put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And like you just, I mean, build that confidence, because like you have a lot of talent. Like I told you, like if I didn't believe that, I would not like be planning to put a piece of your artwork on my body permanently. So like it's not like, you just really should believe in yourself. You do have a lot of talent, so you should definitely push forward. Because like I said, you're putting yourself out there more than a lot of us, more than we all have. I think, So that's amazing. Stop. No, but that's amazing. So I mean, I'm really proud of you. I mean, I wasn't there to witness.
You're hella talented.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be the last one. It couldn't be me. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. No, the spotlight.
And it was like the fucking thing is like running out of ink, you know? It was like, but the
and
reversa.
it just splattered everywhere. Like, gave her all the
talent, exactly. Like the vocals and the...
Isamar's like, not the beauty, though.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
No, but
she's all right.
It's like, thank you
funny.
guys.
Of course.
No, that's awesome. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
I'm just kidding. I didn't say shit, but yeah, you're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you're like, I didn't say shit, but yeah.
Because I gave her that whole beautiful speech, and I'm like, you're welcome.
Exactly.
You're welcome.
She takes credit. So we
all feel like that.
Feature.
Yeah, featuring Sophie and Isamar.
Collab.
Yeah, exactly. It's a collab.
Oh my god.
No, that's awesome. So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Exactly. Wow.
But not Zoe. I'm just kidding.
She just
We're
like
not
dick
proud
from
of
the back.
Zoe.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. We're gonna edit that part out.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
She's like, we're keeping that.
She always says that because that's her.
Yo.
Either like I always say, you smoking dick.
That?
What? Ooh. We're gonna. Okay. Well, I mean, if we get demonetized, whatever. Okay. But like, I always say either smoking dick or suck my dick from the back. That's it. I mean, I don't got a dick, but I like how it sounds. I like how it comes out of my mouth.
It just rolls off the tongue.
I just get
So we just rolls off. Fuck.
Oh,
Y'all,
that's
there's
funny.
something else. Well, that was our February.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a February recap for us, at least.
Yeah.
But,
And now we're rolling into the month of, what is it, luck?
oh, yeah.
I better get some good.
Do your taxes, bitch?
Oh, shit.
My crystals better work, swear to God.
Oh, your crystals?
Nobody's
Charge your
done their
crystals?
taxes.
Yeah, everybody charging your crystals.
I don't do that shit.
No, I
chakras.
got you. Chakras. That's how I feel. I need some crystal shit.
I need them boulders. The fuck?
I
We
need
need a whole ass rock like this big.
I know, ¿verdad? No, seriously. How do you guys feel about the mask mandate coming?
To an end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The what?
So dumb.
The mask, like, ya no tienes que tener mask.
Oh,
As of
yeah,
March
yeah,
31st,
yeah.
like before March 31st.
No, I saw a post on the I think for the
Beginning of
Oregonian,
March.
the Oregonian where it has March 19th.
Oh, okay. I saw
Yeah.
March. Like, either they were going to
It
do it before March 31st.
A TBH. I'm ready.
Yeah. You ready for this?
Yeah, because, like, you know, how I had told you guys, like, you know, I started working
Uh-huh.
again after, you know, taking a little bit of time off. And well, honestly, you know, during the whole COVID time when that shit really hit, like, I wasn't working. So I didn't know what it was like to have to, you know, wear the mask all the fucking time and sweat and breathe in your own fucking germs all the time. And then, you know, I started working in Amazon and I was doing that again. And my nose was getting, like, really dry. And it was feeling really irritated. And I'm just not fucking with it. And I'm not super close to, like, anybody. You know, I do my own work at work.
Yeah.
So it's like, maybe lunchtime, you know, kick it with your homegirl, whatever. Shout out to the homegirl March. Anyways, but that's really it. Like, you know, I got space, and I don't mind taking it off.
Mhm.
I don't mind.
Yeah, like, I remember when I first put on the mask, like, the very first time while I was at work, I was low-key feeling like, oh my God, like a little panic attack, but I got used to it after a while. I mean, now I'm just ready. Like, I'm ready to get rid of the mask, but at the same time, I like them because then people can't see your facial expressions. Like, when you're out in public, when you're just like, ooh.
Ooh, right.
You know, like,
oh
ooh.
God, I'm
wow.
sorry. I be hella talking, like, to myself.
Me too.
Because they can't see me.
Exactly.
And then again, I'd be like, I just love that people can't see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
And if you're feeling shitty, you just put that shit on. And no one knows you have, like, this face. Like,
Like a coffee?
yeah.
That RBF. Serious
Oh my
RBF.
God.
Oh, yeah.
I have it bad.
but then I
Me
feel like all
too.
they see is my eyes, and I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go cross-eyed. Like, I don't know.
I think I carry my RBF probably in my eyes. So I
That's
can't-
what I'm
I was like, I
saying.
can't really hide.
I feel like I always want to be like this. You know, like all
Like my mom.
Or, like, pretend that
Yeah.
fake smile. Like this, you just squint
Oh,
your
the
eyes.
squint! Yeah, that
like,
was
I
the-
always freaking smile. Like, you know, that's just me naturally. So I'm like, my eyes always do that.
But like,
But you're always high, too.
But that's the Rona smile. You guys like remember hearing about that? The Rona smile, just like you just close your eyes and everybody knows you're smiling. It's like
Thanks,
you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then people want to try and talk to you with the mask on, and then catfish you.
No, seriously, yeah. I was about to ask about that. How do you? I think this. You know they call it mask fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking hilarious.
I've seen some. I'm like, oh, they're pretty. You know, they're pretty cool and take off their mask. And I'm like, oh, okay. But like, I mean, you're still pretty in here. Like, you know, I don't like to call people ugly, but
Different. I'm just kidding. No, I get it.
But
Yeah.
you're
I
so
think-
beautiful on the inside.
oh my God, imagine.
I've
being told
asked
that.
people too, like, I'm like, oh, you know, do you think I'm a mask fisher? And then they're like, no, you know? And
You
then it
catfish.
really-
Hola. No, I'm just kidding. Hola, catfish.
I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't.
Why would you ask that when you know you're pretty? It's like asking for attention.
I'm
just kidding.
No, I'm not.
Regina?
Asking, I'm not fishing. I'm not fishing. for
I was
anybody.
thinking about.
No, but there's like people like you actually realize like, oh, you have like an image on how they look like, and then when they take off their mask, it's just like
Ooh.
it's completely opposite. Like
Yeah.
during my volleyball season, I had one of my coaches, Coach Rick. He looked back at me like for this one game, and he was like, he looked back like twice, and he was like, "That's how you look like." And I'm like,
What the fuck?
I was like, I'm gonna hurt, you know? Because I was like, you call me ugly? And he's like, no. He's like, I just thought you were gonna look a little different.
That's fucking
He's all
weird.
like, he's all like,
A teacher?
he's my coach.
Oh, coach.
No, but he was all like, He's like, but no. He's like, not in a bad way. He's like, I'm sorry. You know. I was like, oh, it's okay.
It's like you're all brown up here and then like a white person face right here.
And I was just like, okay, rude.
Sus.
Yeah, because I think it's funny because before the mascaras, you'd be like, oh, like, people are like, the eyebrows. Remember it was the eyebrows, right? So it's like, oh my God, like, eyebrows on a person really does make a hell of a difference.
Yeah.
But now that we've all covered, like, this part of our face, you're like, oh.
It's like teeth and lips.
It's like, I didn't really...
teeth.
Yes.
Not just that, but, like, chins.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Like,
Put a picture of somebody without a chin.
You never realized how much, like, this part of you makes you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because, like, you would think that somebody, like, I don't know, somebody takes off their mask and, like, they have, like, I don't know, like, really plump lips, and you didn't think that they had.
Or a girl with a mustache.
Yeah.
Oh, that too, because, girls, like, I've been wearing a mask for a long-ass time, and
then you forget about it.
Wax it or do her thing.
Or sometimes, like, when your teeth aren't most perfect, sometimes they're a little,
Imperfect.
There you go. That's the word I want to use. And I really be noticing that about people. Like, when I was wearing braces, people are like, oh, you have braces? I was like, yeah, I do. And then they're like, I wish I had some. I'm like, okay, let me see your teeth. And they're like, no. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was, like, a personal question.
Thing.
Well,
it's really
when
personal.
you got teeth like me and nieces like Brielle.
Oh, my God. We'll put a picture of that
point shit out. Yeah, nobody won't want to show you their teeth, bitch.
My baby was just observing.
She's funny as fuck.
What did she say? What did she say?
Let me tell you guys. Okay, anyways, one time I was just smiling with my teeth, cheese, and Brielle was like, because I have I don't know what these are called.
The ones next to your canines?
Yes, the ones next to my canines. Next to the big one.
I'm just kidding.
I'm a dog, bitch. Anyways,
I'm just a baby dog.
Anyways, I smiled, and because these are pushed back, she was like, "Tia Chai, it looks like you're missing teeth."
It's fucked up.
And I was so fucking butthurt.
She was like 2 or 3.
That would fuck you. That was like
last
2 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. Because we were here.
So she was like, oh, she was 5. Okay.
We were here, yes. She knew, and she's smart. She knew what she was saying.
She knew she was going to hurt my feelings.
Oh my God, I know. And
but honestly,
she
I'm
had
not gonna lie, like, because I have my teeth pushed back, though, like, I don't feel like I have ugly teeth. Like,
you don't.
I
No,
gotta
you
get them
don't.
fixed or whatever, but honestly, probably not. But,
I feel like you look weird if you got your teeth, like,
right?
straight.
But I've always
personally.
gotten told I have a really pretty smile. And I don't know if it's because I have, like, retarded, like, hella dimples. But, like, I always get told I have a pretty smile.
Oh,
You do.
You do.
It's gorgeous.
I know.
I know. Okay, Mimi.
Regina South.
Stop. That's fucking funny.
Sophie, you wanted to update us on something that's going on that's going to be happening in our community soon.
Yes. Okay. So
Sorry, guys.
Bitch. Okay, so people who live over here, basically in Oregon or like Troutdale area, everyone knows the Vista House, right?
Yeah.
Some people call that the viewpoint, right? But no, for me the viewpoint is the Rocky View, right?
Yeah.
Where there's that one at?
That's the red one, bitch. The red one.
What the fuck is red? You mean the one over there by like one second?
Halsey. On Halsey.
I know what
See, that's what I
That's
refer
the
to the
viewpoint.
viewpoint. And everybody be telling me like, no, the viewpoint is the one by Vista House. I'm like, no, it's not.
If it's by Vista House, then it's Vista House.
Exactly, it's Vista House. Anyway, so they're basically gonna start like a ticket system over there, meaning so you have to get like a park pass, I guess, now to go over there. It starts like at 9 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Do you have to do this online?
You do it online, or you can get one like from like one of the local stores. I'm assuming at Play Pantry, because they also do the same thing for 1,000 Acres. 1,000 Acres is awesome. It's like a beautiful dog park. Y'all should go. But I'm assuming they're gonna do the same thing over there for Vista House.
Okay.
And like so the residents over, I think it's crazy too, because people who live on that block or who live over there, they're gonna have like their own separate passes. You know what I mean? Which is, I think it's kind of stupid. I'm like, they live over there already as it is. I'm like, why the fuck would they need a pass?
I wonder if that's like because like they pay taxes and stuff. You know, like property taxes and
I pay
stuff.
taxes too.
No, but like because they live over there, you know. So it's like Lesbana. I wonder if it's gonna come like included as like an annual thing for them, you know.
If they go over there.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if I were to live over there, I feel like I get free access personally. Like, and I even shared the link on Facebook. And people were like, oh my God, commenting like, that's so stupid. And then this girl commented saying like, oh great, like now there's not going to be like so many beer bottles there. And I was like, I didn't look at it that way from like her perspective. You know, because bitches, bro, like, unfortunately, there's been, like, multiple deaths, like, headed towards over there. Because people, like, want to speed and shit like that. And
you would know.
yeah, I'm like, I knew a classmate, actually, who got in a car accident. And her partner did pass away, unfortunately, headed over there. Or headed back, I'm not sure. But it's fucking tragic. I mean, so, there's pros and cons. I understand for the people who want to have fun. But then also, like, trying to be safe. And also keep, like, your community safe. I mean, and clean. So, I mean, it's not like everybody goes, like, every day, you know?
Yeah.
Personally.
But not everybody goes every day, but every day there's somebody there.
Yeah.
True. I mean, now you gotta...
And about the people who live in that area, I think they need to pay. Just like everybody else.
Just like everybody else.
Because it's not... The Vista House or whatever that shit is called is its own thingy. Like, its own... Its own... How would you call it? Like, it has its own fucking... Well, I don't want to sound dumb.
No, well,
like property or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, that's its own shit.
Well, it didn't. The article that I read didn't specify that they were gonna pay. They just said that they were gonna have their own separate passes. So who knows if they're still gonna have to pay, like what you said about the property tax.
It could be a given one, or or it could be something they have to pay for.
Yeah, like the whole. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I just also feel like because the new season's coming, and so I feel like it'll be most popular once
spring and summer hit.
Yeah, spring and summer hit. So I feel like that's when it's gonna be most packed.
But not only that, but because everything is going up, everything is starting to cost money because like the war or whatever, just like oil and shit, because we get a lot of it from Russia.
Oh,
Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is not a dollar store anymore.
It's $1.25.
Yes, bitch. I went to Dollar Tree and I spent $3.25. I mean, not like it doesn't hurt. Thankfully, because I work, but like I'm just like, what the fuck? But no, they are gonna like start this little ticket system in like the summertime. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, this summer, okay. But I mean, it's a very popular place to go, especially as like well, I mean, not just that, but like I think for people who like live here, because I mean the sunsets are beautiful.
Yeah,
and I mean, as the sun starts to like set later, a lot of people like go out there, or like their little first dates or whatever, and like it's an attraction, right? And so there's a lot of people who like go and enjoy the view. So I mean, I can definitely see, but just like you mentioned, there's been plenty of like deaths and accidents and all kinds of things like that, and I just hope that but I feel like because Oregon keeps it like 1,000 Acre Park, right? Like you have to have like that pass también to go there now. Like I think they have a very good like they keep it clean, and I think so. I'm hoping that the money is being put to good use in keeping Oregon as beautiful and as green as it has been.
No, it has not been like that.
I mean, on this side, but I was like, when you're moving to the Portland, like downtown, it's different. Pero acá, like the gorge, like headed para acá, I think like the parks do keep their word and like using the money towards keeping these places clean and green, and like especially like the fires and stuff like that happen with
oh my god,
like Multnomah Falls and all the hikes and everything that was like canceled for a whole long ass time after all of that shit happened. Like I don't blame them for this being the outcome. Being like, okay, well now you guys are gonna have to pay this because we have to ensure that like we have more staff and more resources to keep these grounds safe for everybody to continue to enjoy.
That makes sense.
So I don't blame them for getting that, because I didn't even know we had to have one for 1,000 Acre Park.
Yeah, I know.
Until you told me, I was like, we've been taking Kilo and
I didn't know that.
Well, you can either pay for it online or you go to the Pride Pantry that's like right in Troutdale.
Yeah,
it's by the Columbia
Well, I ain't got a dog anyway.
Yeah, no, pero cuando vamos, like, you obviously have to buy, your little ticket.
Most people don't, though. I doubt it. Oh my god, it's been getting so packed, you guys, at 1,000 Acres, actually. Like, now, like, all the parking lanes are full, but people are starting to park on the side.
Yeah,
it is ridiculous.
I think in the last few years that we've been here.
Look at what you just did.
Don't fucking go anymore.
I know, and you were like, right now, everybody should go 1,000 Acre Park.
Never mind, just kidding. Don't fucking
it's
go.
Horrible. No, we definitely got, and the sharks, exactly, the sharks. Un chingo de sharks in the Amazon.
It's funny.
So,
okay, sorry, go ahead.
With what?
But you were gonna say something.
I forgot.
I forgot.
I know, it was like brain dead because I was gonna drink my coffee. But there was also an altercation this month with Reynolds High School and Sandy High School that I wanted your input on. Because it pissed me the hell off, like so bad. Because not only did this altercation happen, but it also a similar situation happened when you were there for your volleyball game. So tell us first what happened at your volleyball game.
When we went, so Sandy High School, it's not really a diverse school. It's mostly overpopulated by the white folk, and it already has a name for being,
what's the name?
Racist. Sandy High School.
No, but like you said, it has a name for being white, like for being racist.
Racist.
So what's the name they use?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said they have a name, like a racist name.
No,
oh, sorry.
They can be a little racist. When we went to
fuck. Sorry, go ahead.
We gonna have to
went to the volleyball. I was like, Jesus Christ, guys.
So Mimi's never gonna tell her fucking story.
I know.
Why does this always happen to this bitch?
When I went to my volleyball game,
was it at their school or your school?
We were at their school.
Their school, okay.
Mm-hmm. So I forgot what, but it's basically people who, what is it called? Like, it's a spirit day or something, and like you go, like we have pink out for every game, and so they had American theme.
Oh wow.
American flag theme or whatever. There was students with like, Trump 2020, Trump 2024, and one of the guys were getting a little like out of character, and he started yelling at our players that were on the team, and just being rude and so out of pocket. And it did get me a little emotional because, especially with one of the girls who was a colored female, they gave her the most crap because every time when she would serve, you have to be quiet. Because when it comes to serving, you have to pay attention and you have to concentrate it so in the game. But they just kept yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs, and we're on the other side of the benches, the bleachers, and we're just looking at them. And then we're also looking at the staff, like, are you not going to do anything about this? And they continued, and one parent finally decided to do something about it. Walked all the way around the court and told something to the kids, like, you need to stop, like, this is disrespectful. But yet the staff didn't do anything. It was a parent who was there to support Sandy and saw that, was like, wow, this is really messed up. No one's doing anything about it, so let me take a step. And I really did appreciate that. But besides that, the whole game, it just continued. And that's where...
Was just yelling, or were there any racial slurs, or what made you guys feel really uncomfortable? Just
the American theme, the American flag theme,
and then they were chanting something.
They were chanting. They were. I don't remember specifically because this was during like.
But it was fall. Like racist shit, though.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
There was one that was like really like, oh shoot, and they lack sportsmanship, and it was just really disgusting, and it moved me in a certain way where I broke because I'm like, this is still happening. I'm like, and kids at our age are still being like thinking that it's okay, and it can be a joke.
And they're being raised. Yeah, they're being raised like that.
And then it just gets passed down.
It's so gross.
And racism is disgusting. Nah.
It's really disgusting.
Absolutely.
And that was obviously during a little bit more backed up. So it was during more of a harder time when shit was, being fucked up more.
No, it was bad. And I think, and now, like, so after you experience, I don't know how far that went with, like, when you experienced that, what the extent of, like, if the parents took any further, like, action or anything like that. What was, like, now hearing, and it actually made the fucking news, which is, like, to me, important. And, when I was working over the weekend at the clinic, right, that I work for me to hear a patient tell one of the nurses that I was working with about this, and I stood quiet about the situation, but I love that the word got out, and I love that how passionate she was when she was expressing to the nurse how fucking disgusting and disappointing that was, because these are fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't I can't fucking stand it. I just don't. And I think it's disgusting that the girls' basketball team, right?
Yeah.
Just fucking went and, like, they experienced the racial slurs. Like, and then one of the parents got up and went to the staff and was like, what are you guys, like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are you guys letting this shit continue? And the fact that they were like, oh, well, we can't really do anything about it because we don't really know who said it. We don't, you know, like what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they, and I was literally in fucking awe because I was like, this is, you know, the mom is white, the dad is black, and they're there. So the sportsmanship, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're coming already from such a fucking hard time of, like, COVID and, like, the diversion that it's already caused with the vaccinated, unvaccinated shit. And it's, like, literally, like, that's why sometimes people think we're a fucking joke because we're so diverse amongst our own fucking people here. Like, it drives me fucking insane. Like, I just hate it. And it's, like... And that's one of the things that happened this month. And that's why I'm like, I think February fucking sucked. Instead of being, like, the month of, like, love, like, there's been, like, a bunch of little shit that's happened this month that literally just makes me so angry. And I was like, this isn't love, fuckers. Like, you guys are being disgusting to each other. And, like, it just makes me so fucking frustrated. No, it's so... They're kids. And, like, that shit really pissed me the fuck off. And I was like, really? Like, they're kids. Like, what do you... Just people are so fucking disgusting. Like,
no, even I definitely agree with you on the whole, like, just what you said. Especially, like, the adults too really made me like, the staff, the sports director, did not do
because
anything.
they all fall in that. They're all part of that.
And even with the American flag theme, our sports director went to go and tell them, like, you should really choose a different theme next time, especially when you're going against such a diverse school.
I mean, we're all American as it is.
Yes, of course. Yeah. But if you have
the fuck does American have to do with Trump?
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to point out. Like,
thing, it's so, like, there's no reason to go overboard. You push limits. Yeah. And our school, for the girls' basketball team for Reynolds High School, they were told to leave.
That's fucked up.
Mid-game. They were like, you know what, never mind. And then the sports director, he's like, no, you never mind, like, you guys can leave. And so they left.
That's fucking ridiculous. Like, that pisses me off. And you know what? Real quick, shout out to Ricky Reese, because I actually graduated with him, but he works for the city, and so he's actually, like, and he does a lot of, like, you know, he's Latino for one, so it's like he reached out to, like, the school. I'm not exactly sure, but, like, someone in the school district, and he's wanting to have, like, a sit down and a conversation about, like, how they can further like, what they can do to kind of avoid this shit in the future, which is I think, and I think which is, like, really, it's hard because it's, like, that is already, like, kind of who they are, you know? It's like, so for somebody on the outside to kind of, like, reach out and be like, hey, how can we make, like, this community, like, even better? Because to me, it's like, that's not my job, like, you know? And for me, I was like, I can be just as ugly, just as petty, just as horrible to them. But what's the point, right? Because we're not solving anything. But it just fucking infuriates me that it's like, because I have a kid. Yeah. I have a kid, and then, like, it makes me mad because, like, because of her blood, she is brown. I don't care how light she is, how skin, because nobody's ever going to see that. Yeah. Like, that pisses me off. That, like, she is Mexicana, and she is American, and she is everything that I fucking am. And so it just pisses me off to know that our kids are gonna have to fucking experience this shit, and that drives me insane.
Dude, like, speaking about that, like, this one time when we all went to Fred Meyer's, we all went as a group, I think.
I fucking remember.
It was all of us. That
was so embarrassing.
And we took Brielle, and, like, at the time, like, my sister's baby dad went. And at Fred Meyer's, bro, they never, ever, ever check your receipt. They never ask for your receipt, ever. It's not like Walmart, you know, it's just a different environment. Okay, so at the time, there was a Chase booth there, and so my sisters had to go and pull out money and do whatever, and as we're walking out, this fucking manager lady, whatever the fuck she was, she's like, I need to see everybody's receipts. And we're like, what the fuck? Like, because it's not Walmart, bitch. Like, you don't expect that from Fred Meyer's, right? And so we all showed her fucking receipt, and she's like, okay, like, she just fucking looks. And then there's another white guy that passed. She's like, oh, sir, I need to see your receipt too. And he's like, okay. But it's like, bitch, like you don't do that shit.
I think because of the way that we all went dressed, right?
Like we didn't give a fuck.
We
But
did.
fuck that bitch.
Because no, it's true. We all had hoodies and we had like the masks on. But I was like,
we're not fucking thieves, bitch.
yeah, dead ass. I was like, fucking work, and like it was. Even Brielle got scared. Like, that's what pissed me the fuck off.
It was the way she approached. She
was like, you guys need to stop.
Yes, bitch. I was like, she came off, like, super disrespectful as fuck. That's just, because I was ready to catch attitude, catch this can. You know what I mean? Like, she came off weird.
And it was just, no, the vibe was not, because he was walking away. The guy was walking away, and we were like, what the fuck? And then that's when she was like, excuse me, sir.
That's exactly what the fuck
exactly. And he had a monster in his hand, and he was like, what the fuck? Like, he even looked at her like, what the fuck? Like, because they never check your fucking receipts. But we all went. We were all in hoodies, sweatpants.
Our kids.
And I was like, the last fucking thing I'm going to do, I live like minutes from here. And I was like, you think I'm going to fucking, like, I was pissed. I was like, this is so fucking disrespectful. And just to know, like, if your kid, a child, can feel the negative shit, I don't give a fuck. That bitch was profiling. I don't give a fuck. She was. And
fuck that bitch from Fred Meyers. I'm sorry, but no.
It was not okay. It was not okay. And it was just not. No. My baby was scared.
Yes, that was really bad. Hold on. But what I meant about the whole Sandy High School thing is, like, did they have, like, their own nickname? Because, like, from, like, Walt Maury, they always called it White Maury. So I thought they had their own personal nickname. So I
never heard that.
No, really? Yeah, that's what I heard. I used to be like, fuck.
No, I'm just saying that it's known for, being a little racist, And another thing, I'm not saying every student from Sandy is very, like,
is racist or anything
like that. But I'm just saying from my experience and the students that I saw there, and was a good bunch of them, those are the ones that I'm really trying to point out. But
it just takes one to ruin it for everybody.
Visiting, and that was just from visiting and
for a game.
For a game. And that just that doesn't give you guys a good look. You know?
Especially after they made it on the news. So
especially after you guys made it on the news. Second, that wasn't just the first encounter that we had with them that was like that.
That's what I'm saying. And in less than a year.
Yeah, in less than a year. And it's disgusting. And then you expect us not to get upset. Yeah. Or react. Exactly. And it's so like, no, we need to put a stop to that.
Absolutely.
Because it's not just on the staff, but it's on the students and how you're educating them. And it's like, if you're letting them slide with what they're doing, they're going to continue on doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, if this is how you're gonna be when it comes to the sports or with any activity that involves with other schools coming over,
it needs to be like terminated.
Yes, exactly.
I felt so bad for you when you came home and you were crying. Yeah, like, that literally fucking tore me to shit, because I was like, I can't believe that. And I mean, we grew up in North Portland. You know what I'm saying? So that's already diverse, and like, it was diverse. Like, the school I went to was, like, diverse. And so it's like,
everybody there.
We didn't.
Elementary.
Yeah. But I mean, even, like, when I went out there, the minority were white people.
Yeah.
When we went to school, I think, cause like Rosa Parks and stuff like that, I would say, like, the majority, like, the schools that we ended up going to, except for, like, elementary school, was, like, middle school, high school, was predominantly Latino, Black,
and Asian too.
or just other cultures, or European, or things like that. And so when we came here, that was a culture shock to me, because I was like, wow, I've never seen so many like white people.
Well, I didn't really make it that far. Like, I didn't make it to high school out there in North Carolina. You did.
Well, yeah, I did. Yeah,
I only made it to 6th grade. So
that's true.
And when I was in 6th grade, I was in Portsmouth, so you know what it was like over there.
Yeah. But that for me, to me, it wasn't like the color of your skin. It was just like a culture shock to me, like, to see more. But to me, to see more. Yeah,
how dominating
we came out here. No, we came out here. It was so different.
But I feel like
there's a lot of us.
I feel like, me growing up, I feel like there was a lot of more Mexicans or like Latinos, especially at Reynolds. Like, they have a huge population.
Well, yeah, you grew up out here, but I'm saying, like, when we came here, remember, I was already in high school.
I was 13.
Yeah, so I was like, for me, when I went there, I saw, well, especially because the classes that I took, right? you didn't see a bunch of Latinos. Remember I explained to you guys? I was like, so that's why I was like, I wasn't in like, I was like, wow, I've never seen so many white people in my life. Like, you know, it just wasn't like.
That's crazy.
And that in itself. But it didn't make me change, like, I was just, like, your character is who I go based off of, never like that. And so for me to know that you experienced some shit, like, that shit broke my heart. Because I went to that high school. And you're my little sister. So there's many reasons for me to feel some type of, like, way. But that was just not okay.
You know what's weird, though? Like, I mean, because, I did go to I did go to Portsmouth for a bit. And Rosa Parks, I felt like it was mainly, actually, no, I feel like there was, like, white people were the minority over there. But, like, there was a lot more blacks and Mexicans there. Yeah. You know, and I had, like, in Portsmouth, I had, like, a couple, like, white students.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I never really got that full, like, I'm not being racist or whatever, but that full white experience, you know what I mean? Like, because I was 13 when we moved over here. And Portsmouth was my first year of middle school or whatever. And I was really... I don't know how you call
it. Also, where you kicked it, too. Like, the people that you kicked it with. You were very... Yeah, you had your clique.
But, I don't know, like, growing up, it was just kind of like... There was always the white boys, you know, they try to be... You know what I mean? Like, there was just always something. Like,
but I feel like... because they grew up with that diversity, we didn't never experience that, because it was like, you know, because they were always homies, or like, you know what I'm saying, so they knew what it was.
I don't even know what to say on here.
But no, and that's what it was,
because they were cultured.
Yes, they had like the opportunity to go into many like black family homes, Latino family homes, because like those were like our friends, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's the type of people like we grew up with. So it's like when we came out here and we started experiencing like racial shit, like that's when I was like, wait,
ooh, it's a little too spicy.
These ain't the ones from North Portland, like you know, like I felt
they're different. Yeah.
So I mean, that was like that was a shock to me.
No,
that was, and I hate that you had to experience that shit again. And I can't reiterate that enough. Like, that broke my heart. And for these girls on this basketball team, for them to bust their ass and train and practice and do all of that just to go over there and receive the same amount of hate, that pisses me off for them. You know what I'm saying? And, like, and instead of, like, them feeling, like, empowered or backed up and supported, they were literally encouraged to leave. Like, that trickles down to a bunch of shit. Like, one of, like, the diversity. One of, like, being a woman and not having that backup and that support, right? Like, and feeling belittled, like, just demeaning. Like, that. And I hope that encourages all of you young ladies to fucking continue to fight for yourself as a fucking woman, to fight for yourself as a colored woman, and for those of you who aren't, to encourage and empower your fellow girls, your fellow sisters, whatever it is, to continue to speak up and have a fucking voice, because it is so fucking important to be able to be a woman and be that fucking strong regardless. I know at times we're gonna feel fucking small and that the world is swallowing us, but like, it's important to know that you have a group of fucking females that got your fucking back. And I think that's the fucking meaning of this fucking podcast right now, is that estas cabronas, and more than anything, like, we talk shit to each other out of more than like anybody in our fucking life. But like, regardless, at the end of the day, here and Eva, love you, Eva, is what we got. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, continue to empower each other and have a fucking voice, ladies. So don't stand down to no motherfucker, regardless. And this shit will get squared away.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so you guys know.
Just so you guys know. But also, like, you know,
so in conclusion,
our culture people, you know, just in general, keep the culture alive and just keep, you know.
I wanted to get your guys' input on the war right now.
Oh,
how's you guys feeling?
Honestly, let me speak first, because you know I'm a bitch. At first I was like, this shit's gonna pass. You know, they just trying to scare us or some shit, or they trying to scare the president, or I don't know what. But just because I'm so not like really into shit like this, I don't pay so much attention to this. Like, so you know, I didn't care. I didn't. You know, I thought it was gonna pass, and then I started seeing the videos. Everybody was talking about it, hearing the president speak about it, like, and I was like, oh shit, like, it's real. It's real life. It's scary. Like, I got kids. I don't know what can happen at any point, you know, time of day. Like, am I going to be with them? Like, is something really going to pop off? Like, I don't know.
That's
but,
scary.
Like, again, I can only live every day by every day. Like, and hope nothing happens.
Yeah.
But it's really fucking sad and it's really fucked up because I know they already, you know, started shit out there.
Yeah.
It's sick. And it's not something I want to really see, but I keep running into it, you know?
Well, I mean, and this, I feel like a lot of people say that too. Like, oh, it's like, I don't want to see it. Like, I was surprised too because, like, me and my mom were talking about it. She's like, they're not really putting it on the news. Like, on Fox 12, my mom watches the news. Like, she's heavily on that. And she just told me, she's like, it's weird they're not putting it on. And I was like, I know, but this is something that we need to see. This is something that we should all, like, look at. We shouldn't just keep quiet about it. I'm like, this is fucking happening. And I understand, too, there's always war going on, like, with other countries. I know, like, in the Middle East, between the U.S., I believe. I'm not 100% sure about that. But it is still fucking sad.
But I don't feel like...
It's not World War III.
That they need... Well, the president said it.
No, but I'm talking about, like, what in the Middle East, you know, between the little wars, the little shootouts, yeah.
But, like, I don't feel like, you know, the news is gonna really so much show that, you know, like...
Or even talk about
I feel like they're trying to hide something.
Yeah, it's a distraction.
The media makes you think what they want you to think.
It's like, this is what media does, and this is what a lot of shows like, what is that, Jimmy Fallon, or like shows like that who have like influencers, or you just look at the social media, it's all supposed to be a distraction. Like, anything big that causes you to start like to think on your own and make you have your own theories, that's when they're like, oh shoot, let's put something and let's move into a different direction.
That's what I'm saying. Something new is coming.
Something's new is coming. When I saw like the whole Ukraine thing, I was just like, I thought like that too. I'm like, okay, like this is gonna pass. But when
like, you don't care because it's not happening here.
It's not happening here until I heard the whole
how close Russia and the U.S. right?
And what the president said, Putin said, you know, like, if the U.S. wants to interfere, like, you will also get backlash. You know, and that's where it was like...
But because they have, like, so many, like, trades, you know, connections, or, you know...
But we also have, like, the troops in Ukraine.
Their plugs.
Well, because we get a lot of oil from, you know, over there. So, like, I heard that, you know, the oil's going to go up in price out here because, like, we're
trying to keep it cool.
Yes, because, you know, I heard, you know, Biden saying that, like, you know, if, what was it that he fucking said that...
The sanctions?
What does he offer the U.S. give to them?
I don't know.
Technology, advancement of military.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, he's trying to use that, like, you know, as a threat to them, you know, to not fuck with us, but, like...
But they're allies?
I think that's...
You see what I'm saying?
They got strong motherfuckers. I'm sorry.
That's what,
the biggest.
That's what Biden said. He said that, you know, que tenía, like, their fucking army is, they on some gang shit out there.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, you can't, they're not gonna hit us with, you know, hit everybody with these threats if they don't got something up their fucking sleeve. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Something's coming.
And I mean, it's kind of fucked up. Because I was like, well, for me, I'm like, fuck, we didn't have enough of COVID. I was like, I'm so fucking like, yeah. But it's like literally like if you guys look back, right? Like for me, I always told you guys like I'm not a fan of like history, and maybe Eva would probably be like the best one to be able to tell us because she really enjoyed history.
I liked social studies.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I loved history. I love social studies.
Okay, so like
remember
she.
Yeah, my projects. Shout out to Isma.
But you're looking at like history kind of, you know, like let's say history repeats itself, and and it's like so sad, especially it's like because like you think about, oh, we're in the clear, that shit happened a long ass time ago, it's never gonna happen to us. Y ahora mira.
Like I was telling Isamar, like I'm just scared of the zombie apocalypse to come. Like
I was like, once that happens, like my mind is gonna be like, wow. Like, what more can happen?
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm tired of living through these historical events. You know that little boy?
But nobody's ever, not that I know of or paid attention to, has anybody ever said, like, when that zombie apocalypse hit, like, damn.
Imagine.
You know, I survived that shit. Like,
you're missing a whole ass arm.
I heard I survived World War, you know, whatever the fuck, but.
So you said, wait, what, how do I survive this one?
Yes.
Like,
how do I go about this?
Where's the vaccination?
Exactly.
And another thing is like, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, what can we do as the people? Like, we can't really do anything. But it's like once it starts to get serious, that's when everyone's all like,
oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, what the fuck?
yeah, you know. And
Sorry about what though? Like to start telling people sorry?
Like,
or,
start telling
what?
each other goodbye or something.
Yeah.
Or is it like, I'm
they
sorry for being
start-
like this. I'm sorry. You know, people start to be like really forgiving.
I'm not gonna fucking be like that. I'm just gonna be like,
No, I
just
know,
hug my
like-
fucking kids type shit. Like, I love you guys. You guys know that. But like, there's no time for that. At that moment, there's no time for that.
She'll start taking people out.
No.
But it is
Yeah,
so sad,
and
bro.
I just feel like this is a time where
We should come closer.
we should come closer.
I should just
And
let her finish what she's gonna say.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
We need to, not saying how, yeah, but I just feel like we all really need to cherish those who are close to us, you know, and those who do the little things, just bring them closer to you, because you never know what other people are going through and what everyone is going through nowadays, especially the people like in Ukraine. Just people, it is sad, and I do get very emotional about it, because it's like, and I was even telling my boyfriend about it, like, dude, this is so scary, you know. I'm reading about this and I'm watching videos and it's being brought up into my face, or I'm either getting told by it from my siblings. It is scary because it's constantly on your mind. Like, you never know when it's gonna be like.
Well, not to mention like to mention like it is scary, and it's like, and you know, like, it's like we said, it's like the fucked up part is like we don't give a fuck until
it starts. Yeah,
and still until it starts affecting us, right? Like, that's the fucked up part.
That's what I'm saying. It's like everyone's so like last minute. They're like, oh shit.
Because what can you do?
Yeah, like, like honestly though, I live over
making
here.
me feel like shit.
No, but I mean, like, if we realize, right? Because it's like, it's not so there's wars going everywhere, right? And we're not a part of it. And so until it starts affecting us, do we say something? Are we sharing? Are we like protesting? Are we doing this? Are we doing that? Like, right? So like, Luis, shout out to our cameraman Luis, because he's not here today. So, but like he's been telling me about this shit for like weeks. You know, and he's like, have you seen any updates? Have you like done this? And I was like, no. A little part of me was like, this shit's like just like you guys. It's gonna fucking cool off.
Yeah.
No, I kept
They're gonna
telling my mom.
become it's gonna come to an agreement. It's gonna be this or it's gonna be that. And now it's like, it's not that. And it's literally everything I feared. And I think like, because I chose to be naive about it, you know, and like now it's here and it is scary. And it absolutely is. You're fine.
I just heard about this shit from like one of you guys the other day. I've known about this for like 3-4 days, like, or less.
No, I've known about this shit for like
Since February.
3 weeks.
Because I was like, where do I
early this
hear? Where do I hear about this? Where am I supposed to look at? Like, maybe because
The
I don't
news?
have
like the world news and stuff like that.
I feel like people like who are really like into this and like if you really care about like your country and like just political wise, I feel like people who are into that, you search for that. You go into that, or it's either like brought up on your Google page or either on YouTube ads or anything.
From what I've only seen on social media, I'm just gonna speak out real quick on the president of like Ukraine, or I'm not even sure if president. Right?
Oh, okay.
No,
Ukraine. Don't get us killed, bitch.
No, Ukraine. Did you see the shit? He's out there holding it down with his people.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh my god. When
It's like
I saw
that
him
to me.
stand.
And I can't, like, for me, when he was like, America offered to like send cars or some shit to like get their people out, and he's like, I don't need fucking cars, I need ammunition. Like, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna fight with like my men until like we can fucking.
But is it America or the U.S.?
What
Like,
America?
like, you know,
The U.S. Yeah. What about
Same
it?
thing.
they can't get involved. Like, he's not trying to get involved. You know what I mean? Like, and if they, Russia were to find out, like, oh my god, the U.S. fucking sent Ukraine ammunition, like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what he said. I don't need your fucking cars. I need your ammunition. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but Biden's gonna be like, I can't send
Well,
you that.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm just saying is like, homeboy is down there. Like, he's like, these are my people. I'm gonna be here for my people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, it's all social media, so I could definitely, motherfucker could be hiding in a bunker, like, you know what I'm saying, and letting his people.
Get him.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so
That's not
exactly,
fair. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
and just be posting shit for like, you know, the fucking social media and for people to like know.
Oh yeah.
But from what I've
that.
seen and read, and so like for me, I was like, fuck. The fucked up part is like men from 18 to 60 can't fucking leave.
That is
That's the fucked up part.
martial law.
Yeah, exactly. They cannot
my
leave
God.
the country.
Bitch,
Exactly.
it is like watching the videos of like fathers saying goodbye to their babies, bitch. Oh,
These young
Oh, that makes
men.
sense as to why that man posted his apartment, because, you know,
Yeah.
he was by himself. Like,
yes,
all his
bitch. Like,
was all
oh
destroyed.
my god. Oh,
Like these young guys who had all of this like fucking hope and faith in the future of like of what they're gonna do and what they're gonna be, and que Diosito Santo los tenga su santa gloria. Like I can't imagine like the fucking fear that's running through every fiber of their fucking being. Like I can't, you know, because there's a lot of people, bitch. We've even said it. We out. We just like, you know.
But I'm.
You know, so I can't imagine that they're not feeling the same fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, I think that kind of concludes our podcast for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's kind of our input on this crazy ass month. We hope that, you know, everyone just stay safe out there. Do you hold your loved ones close? Be
live
kind.
yes.
Live beautifully. You know,
live every day like it's the last.
Yeah.
Love
Absolutely.
each other.
Always be
Love
like,
each
and
other.
just try to make the most out of everything.
Just remember to follow us, like us, share us, subscribe.
Stay safe.
Put on your post notifications.
Exactly. Remember
And
to
take this shit serious, y'all. Because if you could just zoom in right here. Where did my picture go? If you could just zoom in right here, you guys. Russia is big as fuck compared to us. I didn't know that.
She's not kidding.
I'm not.
No, she's not. She's
Yeah.
not.
Oh my god.
All right.
Remember, guys, to be real, stay real, for real. Love you guys. Bye.